Welcome back to Reading with Mo and my attempt to try to read 30 books in the month of December. So today is what is today? Today is the 13th of the month. Technically, I would love to have finished 13 books at this point. But in reality, I have finished 6 books, or I can put 6 books on my list, even though one of them was a DNF, we're still counting that. So I want to go ahead and update you guys with where I've been at with my reading so far, where we're at. I'm currently in the middle of like 6 different books right now, which also isn't helping in that some of them are really long and some of them I just like, because I'm reading so much at once, it takes a while to get through each book. So maybe I should try to cut that down a little bit. 3 of the books are books that I own physical copies of. So the first one we have is Fool's Quest by Robin Hobb. This one is book 2 in the Fits in the Fool series. I am almost halfway done with this one. The audiobook for this is crazy long. It's like 33 hours. So yeah, I'm just slowly making my way through this book. I am enjoying it, but without any spoilers or anything, at this point in the book, we're almost halfway in and I am enjoying it, but we're kind of just now catching up with the perspective of some other characters from where we left off in the first book, if that makes sense. So I feel like not a lot has really happened in the first half of the book. We're just like experiencing other characters, certain characters, finding out things that we already knew from the end of the first book. So like I said, I'm still enjoying it, but I can see how maybe some people wouldn't really be too happy about that. But yeah, I'm gonna keep going and see how I enjoy the second half of this book. I'm still continuing on with my read of Fire and Blood by George R.R. Martin. Right now, as of recording this, I'm on page 426. So a little over halfway. I just have this much left. I've been trying to do about a chapter a day on this one, and where I'm at in the book is kind of just at the end of the season 1 of House of the Dragon. So now I am definitely getting into spoilers for season 2, and I cannot wait to see how much they stick with what's in the book and how much they change, because like some crazy stuff is about to happen and I am really enjoying it so far. I love George R.R. Martin's writing, and yeah, like I said, I'm really excited now for season 2 because I feel like they have pretty well stuck with the major plot points that are in the book. There are obviously like some differences and stuff, but now that I know the source material, I'll definitely be looking for those differences when I go into watching season 2 whenever that is released. I'm hoping to finish tonight, possibly, this book that I'm reading, and that is Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. I have, I think, about like an hour and a half left on my audiobook to listen to, so I'm pretty close to being done. Yeah, I feel like I'm on page, like, I have about like this much here to finish, and then I will be able to cross this off of my list. This is a classic I've been meaning to get to forever, and I am enjoying it so far. I mentioned in the previous vlog that I didn't even realize that Frankenstein isn't the name of the monster that the scientist creates. Frankenstein is actually the name of the scientist himself. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff. I don't even know, watched any movie adaptations of this classic. Everything I've seen like in popular commercial media today is just like from like random stereotypes, I guess. So it's interesting to also learn about the actual source material that all of this stuff comes from, because Frankenstein is a character that I feel like is referenced in a lot of popular media stuff. The other book I'm currently reading, so the only other book that I have a physical copy of that I'm reading currently and I'm too lazy to grab is Versailles, which is a non-fiction book. It's like not really like a huge priority for me though right now. The 2 books that I'm currently reading that I have just checked out from my library, we have an audiobook for a new release. It's called The Night Ship by Jess Kidd. This book I think 15% into the audiobook. Yeah, I'm about 15% into it. What I had to do, I started listening to the audiobook like 2 or 3 different times and I just couldn't get into it. I had to actually read the sample of the ebook, about 20 pages or so I can kind of get myself like grounded in the story and the setting and the characters and stuff. But I am, and at first I was like, maybe I'm going to DNF it, but I'm going to keep going for now and see how I can get on with the audiobook. It's taking place on 2 different timelines. One takes place like 1600s on a ship with a girl who's recently been orphaned and is traveling to go live with her father. The second timeline takes place in the 1980s or 90s, I think I want to say. And we're following kind of a very similar story in a young boy who's traveling to this island where he's been recently orphaned. Well, from his mother has recently died, and he's going to go live with his grandfather on this island. And there is this shipwreck that happened a long time ago that people kind of dive, try to find treasures from there, and so their timelines and their stories are very similar, so I'm curious to see where it goes from here. So yeah, I'll update you guys on that one once I read or listen to a little bit more of that. But mainly the audiobook I've been listening to is Fool's Quest, so I haven't really been prioritizing this one, but I do have a few other audiobooks from my library too that are going to be due soon, so I need to probably take a little pause on that one and start listening to these other ones that I have. So the ebook that I'm reading right now is called Food, the Best American Food Writing of 2022. The editor is Sola L. Whaley. I hope I said that right, but I'm about 12% into this one so far, and I am really enjoying it. I always had a feeling I would like food writing. I just never really knew where to start or where to go. And this anthology is just giving me everything I wanted. So I've actually only read 1.5 of the essays so far from the contributors, but I just have a feeling I really enjoyed both of those, that I'm going to enjoy the rest of the book as well, and that I'm going to want to read previous years. So like I said, this is the 2022 one, but in the introduction, they mentioned that this series has been publishing since 2018. So I would love to go back and read the past anthologies that they've released. So I think that those are all of my bookish updates. I actually just went and got some Starbucks because, I had some money sitting on my Starbucks card and I had a craving for it, which is really not good because I live within just a block walking distance of 2 different Starbucks. So it's a good thing that I don't go there too often. So as you guys can see, I am kind of drowning, swimming in a lot of books right now. Hopefully tonight when I get home, I'm going to the gym in a little bit, I will be able to read a good chunk of at least a few of those books, depending on by the time I get home, make dinner, and I'm meal prepping it tonight as well. I'm very ambitious today on all the things I'm trying to do. The first thing I'm about to do right now is I'm going to record a video that's probably going to be, by the time you're watching this, the video previously uploaded or most recently uploaded onto my channel. And I want to talk about the books that are coming out in the last part of that have come out already in the last part of 2022. I, dropped the ball on this one. I forgot to do a most anticipated for the last quarter of the year. And instead of just not mentioning them at all, I still want to talk about the books that came out in the last quarter in case you guys haven't heard about them, and I can refresh my mind on some that I want to add to, or maybe prioritize more on my TBR for the last couple weeks of the month. And also as well, next year, I want to look back on all of the books that I read that were 2022 releases and that I got to, and seeing which ones were worth it and which ones weren't. So I need to make this video so I can have that to reference for that video. So yeah, if you guys want to go check out some more new releases, definitely go ahead and check that out. I will leave the link to that in the box below. Also, if you're wondering why I have this jacket on in 90% of my vlogs, it's because my apartment is freezing, and I'm trying not to run the heater all the time now, especially because when I'm in and out of my apartment a lot, I don't want to have the heater running all day. So I've just been trying to bundle up and stay warm. It's just so cold in here. I don't know if there's not good, I don't know the word I'm looking for, ventilation or or whatever, but it's always so cold. So I have to show you guys this jumpsuit I just got in the mail, but it's so flippin' cute. I got it from this brand Instagram ads just got me. I think it's called Revice. It is so cute. It's this denim jumpsuit. I feel like it fits me so perfect. The back has a heart cut out on it. Oh my gosh, it's so freaking cute. And look at the bottoms. Oh, I can't wait to wear this out. Hopefully I'm gonna go out with my friends this weekend, and this is definitely the fit that I'm gonna be going with for sure. So low-key a spoiler alert, but I'm trying to make a reel featuring my favorite books of 2022, and I just realized I only gave 9 books 5-star ratings. So now I'm thinking I need to try and attempt in these last 2 weeks to find my 10th 5-star read. I don't know. I need to think about this. Hello, you guys. It is now the 20th of the month. I feel like I'm doing terrible at updating you guys, but I'm still going to keep trying. So I think last time I talked to you guys was around like end of Friday or so. So yeah, it's now Tuesday. Today's the 20th. I have finished, I think, 10-ish books. So at least I finally finished these two chunks of books. God, this took so long. They're so long, but they're good. But it just took me so long. And so, yeah, I don't think I'm going to make it to 30 books, but I'm still going to keep trying. I'm going to give it a good try. So, yeah, Fire and Blood was so good. You know what's actually funny? Is I was reading two books at the same time that had the same audiobook narrator. I didn't even realize until I think like halfway into both of the books. The same audiobook narrator for Fire and Blood was the same one who read the version of the audiobook for Frankenstein that I was listening to. So that was cool. Very much a coincidence I was not expecting. But yeah, I enjoyed both of these books. I gave them 4-star ratings. This one is actually the first. I think there's going to be a second volume coming out eventually. Who knows when we're going to get that one. I'm not like counting on it at this point, but I do like where it left off, and I'm interested to see what happens next. But yeah, we're going through the history. If you watch the House of the Dragon show, we're definitely at this point past what's happened on the show. So yeah, now I know a bunch of spoilers for the show. Won't tell you guys then though. And then I finished the second book in the Fits in the Fool trilogy. I kind of want to start the next one, the last one, but I don't know. I need to mentally prepare myself because I have heard that one is very emotional, and I feel like I'm definitely going to cry during that one. I have given every book so far in the series, I think at least like 3 or 4 stars. I haven't given any of them 5 stars yet, but I don't know. I think that I could potentially give the very last one 5 stars, and I have the audiobook on my phone right now. I could listen to it if I wanted to. It's 39 hours, so I think I'm going to save that one for January. I mean, January's not that far away. It's like 10 days away. So I'll give myself a little bit of a break before I go into the final book. So besides finishing those books, what have I been up to the past few days? The weekend was so busy. I meant to like actually vlog more in real time what I was doing, but I was just like kind of rushing from thing to thing to thing. Like Saturday I had work. It was so busy because it's like the last weekend before Christmas, so everybody needs their hair done. After work I ended up going to the gym, which was like a super spur of the moment thing. But yeah, that was really fun. I did a class with Jess at Set Gymnastics, and that was really fun but tiring. And then after that I came home and I got ready and I went out with my friends. We went out to this local like bar lounge that's in my neighborhood called Tiger, and it was really fun. There was this DJ there. His name's Jay Versace. You guys might recognize him from, I think he got famous on like TikTok and Vine. Now he's like been producing stuff for like SZA and Tyler the Creator. So went to that. That was fun. Sunday, yeah, didn't really do much, just chilling. I spent the whole afternoon napping, and then I went to eat dinner in the afternoon. Yesterday was technically my day off as well, and I was kind of just like so exhausted. I mostly stayed in bed reading a lot. So let me update you guys on what I'm actually currently reading right now. So the audiobook I'm listening to is The Night Ship by Jess Kidd. I'm almost halfway done with that one, so I'll finish that in the next like day or two for sure. Also, so that will bring my whole like books read count to I think like 11 books. I'm counting this one twice because I have 2 copies of this book on my shelves, and I am counting them both now as read, so that's what I'm gonna do. I haven't made any more progress in the Versailles book yet. We'll see if I get to that one. And then I'm currently reading 2 anthologies at the same time. The first one is The Best American Food Writing, which I am loving so far still. I think I'm about like a third of the way into that one. Or no, I'm about a quarter of the way into that one. I'm loving every essay so far. This book has potential to be a 5-star read for me, which is going to be perfect because if you guys seen my previous clip, when I was making a stack of all of the books I gave 5 stars to for the year, I realized I gave 9 books 5 stars. I would so love to have that rounded out to an even 10. So I think that is mainly going to be my main goal in the following rest of the 2 vlogs for this year. I'm really going to try to find as many 5-star reads because 1, I just really want to get at least a 10, and 2, I feel like I wish I had way more than 10 this year, but it is what it is. That's how many books I really loved that I read. So yeah, we'll see if maybe stay tuned and see if this one's a 5-star read. The other anthology that I'm reading right now is Africa Risen, which, like I showed you guys, had this beautiful cover, but I am not loving it so far as much as I was hoping to. I think I've read the first four stories so far, which are not bad, but they just don't really super stand out to me or like have a huge impact on me. I'm definitely gonna keep reading on because like there's a whole bunch of other stories that I have the potential to love. But so far, yeah, this is not going to be I think a 5-star read for me right now. I'm hoping at least it gets to a 4, but technically right now it's like a 3-star read. But I mean, I feel like it's really hard because I don't know if I necessarily am someone who is going to enjoy short stories in the more science fiction speculative genre because it's so short. You don't really get a lot of time for like world building, explaining things. So maybe it's just not really a short story genre for me. I don't know. We'll see how I feel after this, and I'd like to also try maybe 1 or 2 other ones. So back onto the subject of my favorite books of the year. I've been thinking, and I don't know how I want to talk to them with you guys. Let me know, would you prefer me to do just like a regular best books of the 2022 video? It'd probably be around like, you know, an average video length, 15-20 minutes. Or I was thinking one option would be to do a live stream. I know I haven't really done any live streams this year, so I thought that would be kind of fun too. I would love to kind of start incorporating more live streams onto my channel in the new year. So I was thinking maybe we could do a live talking about what my top 10 books of the year were, and that way I can actually talk with you guys at the same time if you read them, what your opinions on them were, and also just like what you guys' books, favorite books of the year in general were. So let me know. I'm still going back and forth deciding which I want to do. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this vlog here. I'm actually getting ready to go to work right now, and I will see you guys in the next one, and hopefully, you know, we'll just keep trying to get to 30 books, but I'm feeling like at this point I'll probably get to like 15, 16, which still isn't bad, but you know, not the 30 I was aiming for, but it's better than nothing. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, night, whatever time it is that you're watching this, and I will see you soon in the next one. Bye.